When you bless the $50 million you are about to receive, you prepare the way for it to enter your life. Blessing is not about hoping or wishing. It is about claiming what is already yours in the unseen and giving thanks for it before it shows up in the physical. Money carries energy, and that energy responds to the way you treat it. When you treat it with fear, doubt, or resentment, it slips away. When you treat it with blessing, gratitude, and love, it multiplies and flows more easily into your hands. Think about the power of blessing. A blessing lifts your heart. It fills the air with positivity. It changes how you see what is in front of you. When you bless your money, even the money you have not yet received, you connect with the highest energy of abundance. It is like opening a door that had been locked, and behind that door, streams of wealth were already waiting. The act of blessing says to the universe, I am ready, I am grateful, I trust the flow. Blessing $50 million may feel huge, but the energy of money is the same whether it is $1 or 1 million. By blessing it, you take away the fear of big numbers. You align yourself with wealth on the grandest scale. You make it normal in your mind and your spirit. You step into a place where extraordinary wealth feels natural, like air that you breathe. This is why the practice of blessing is so powerful. It is not about size, it is about alignment. When you say, I bless the $50 million I receive, you are not simply repeating words. You are programming your mind and heart to expect abundance. You are telling yourself that this wealth belongs in your life. You are saying that money does not control you. You are in harmony with it. Each blessing is like watering the soil of your spirit. Over time, it grows into confidence, security, and peace, and it attracts the exact opportunities, people, and channels that bring this wealth into being. Blessing is not just about money arriving, it is about preparing yourself to handle it with wisdom and joy. If you bless $50 million, you are not only asking for it to come, you are training your mind to honor it when it does. You are setting an intention that your wealth will serve you, uplift you, and allow you to serve others. This energy creates a ripple that goes beyond your bank account. It touches your life, your relationships, your peace of mind, and even your health. Blessing money is blessing your future. The moment you begin blessing the money you are about to receive, you are no longer waiting. You are living as though it is already here. That shift is the key. You stop feeling like someone chasing after money, and instead you feel like someone walking in step with abundance. You step into harmony with the universe. The $50 million you bless begins to draw closer because you have already welcomed it with open arms. Imagine living without blessing or gratitude for money. What happens then? Doubt grows, fear creeps in. You start to feel like wealth belongs to others but not to you. Without gratitude, you block the flow of abundance because you are focused on what you do not have. Fear becomes the filter through which you see money, and that filter pushes opportunities away. You may work hard, yet it feels like wealth slips through your fingers. But when you bless and give thanks, everything changes. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the flow of money. It is the bridge between wanting and receiving. By blessing the $50 million you are set to receive, you move from lack to overflow. You replace fear with faith, doubt with trust, and scarcity with abundance. Gratitude clears away resistance, the invisible walls that keep money out of reach. Think about what happens if you never bless your money. You could still earn some, but you would always feel like it is not enough. You might find yourself chasing more, worrying about loss, and living in stress. But the moment you begin blessing it, even before it arrives, you shift into abundance consciousness. You train your mind to expect wealth. You give thanks for it in advance. You stop chasing and start attracting. Without blessing, money feels heavy. It feels like a burden to earn, to manage, or to keep. With blessing, money becomes light. It feels like joy, like a partner walking beside you. You no longer see it as something outside of you, but something that flows naturally to you. If you don't bless your $50 million, it might stay locked away in the unseen. But when you bless it, the locks fall away. The money begins to flow, not because of luck, but because you aligned with gratitude. The stakes are clear. Gratitude is not optional if you want to live in true abundance. Without it, you block the very wealth you are asking for. With it, you open the doors wide. Gratitude is the magnet that draws in the $50 million. It is the invisible hand that moves opportunities, connections, and resources toward you. Blessing your money is blessing your destiny. When you practice gratitude, you step out of fear. Fear says, "What if I never receive?" Gratitude says, "Thank you for the $50 million I already have in spirit." Fear clings to the absence of money. Gratitude celebrates its presence before it arrives. That celebration becomes fuel. It charges the air around you with expectation. It sends a clear signal to the universe. You are ready, you are thankful, and you are aligned. The stakes are high because gratitude is not only about receiving money, it is about shaping the life you live after it comes. Without gratitude, wealth can slip away. With gratitude, wealth grows and sustains itself. Gratitude is the seed that turns into a forest of blessings. If you want $50 million to bless your life, you must bless it first. Blessing is more than a habit. It is a spiritual practice that transforms your relationship with wealth. When you bless money, you speak life into it. You honor it, and in return, it honors you. Blessing is a declaration that says, "This money carries good energy. It is meant to serve me and the world. It will bring peace, joy, and prosperity." By blessing $50 million, you make peace with the idea of being rich. You remove guilt, shame, or fear about having more than enough. Many people are taught to see money as something dirty, selfish, or dangerous. That belief keeps them small, but blessing cleanses that belief. It replaces it with truth. Money is simply energy. Energy takes the form you give it. When you bless it, it becomes a blessing. When you curse it, it becomes a burden. The power is not in the money itself, but in how you see it. That is why blessing is the doorway to abundance. Blessing money is also an act of alignment. It brings your thoughts, your emotions, and your energy into harmony with the flow of prosperity. When you say, "I bless the $50 million I receive," you are not just speaking words. You are aligning your inner world with wealth. You are preparing your spirit to handle it with wisdom. You are inviting more opportunities into your life because blessing attracts. When you bless, you release resistance. Resistance says, "This is too much. I don't deserve it. It cannot happen." Blessing says, "This is natural. I deserve this. It is already happening." That shift is what changes everything. You stop fighting wealth. You stop doubting it. You stop shrinking from it. Instead, you rise to meet it with open hands and an open heart. The power of blessing also extends beyond money. When you bless wealth, you begin blessing every part of your life. You bless your health, your relationships, your time, your future. Blessing becomes your way of living, and as you bless, life blesses you back. Blessing is like sowing seeds. The more you sow, the more harvest you receive. Every blessing multiplies. The simple act of blessing $50 million, spoken daily with sincerity, changes the way you feel about money. It creates calm instead of stress, joy instead of worry, and abundance instead of lack. That inner shift creates outer change. New opportunities appear, resources open up, and connections show up at the right time. This is not chance. It is the power of blessing at work. When you bless, you are declaring trust. Trust in the universe, trust in yourself, trust in the flow of abundance. Blessing money is not about controlling how it comes. It is about trusting that it will come, and it will come in perfect ways. This is the power of blessing. It takes you from waiting to receiving, from fear to peace, from scarcity to overflow. Every time you bless the $50 million, you align yourself with a life of prosperity. Gratitude is the golden bridge between the life you have now and the life you desire. When you choose gratitude, you move into a higher energy where blessings multiply. Gratitude is not only about saying thank you when you receive something. It is about saying thank you before it arrives. It is about feeling rich in advance, knowing that what you ask for is already yours in spirit. When you bless and give thanks for the $50 million, you are not pretending. It is a real act of faith. You are declaring that abundance is your natural state and that money is welcome in your life. Gratitude changes your inner atmosphere. It takes away the stress of waiting and replaces it with peace. Instead of asking with desperation, you affirm with certainty. Instead of worrying about how, you rest in the joy of already having. The energy of gratitude creates flow. Imagine a river. When you resist, the water feels heavy and pushes against you. When you are grateful, you let go, and suddenly the river carries you forward. Gratitude does the same with money. It allows it to flow naturally into your life. Opportunities come, ideas arrive, the right people appear. This flow is effortless when gratitude is your daily practice. If you think about life without gratitude, it often feels like a constant chase. Nothing is ever enough. But with gratitude, you realize that you already have more than enough. And from that realization, more begins to arrive. Gratitude is expansion. It makes room in your heart and your hands for more. Without it, you shrink. With it, you grow. Blessing $50 million with gratitude does not just change how money flows. It changes you. It teaches you to feel wealth in the present moment. It opens your eyes to blessings you may have overlooked. It creates a new identity inside you, the identity of someone who is rich in spirit and ready for material abundance. When you carry gratitude in your heart, life reflects it back to you in countless ways. Money is just one of them. The flow of money is directly tied to the flow of gratitude. If you want more, be thankful for what you have. If you want $50 million, bless it now as though it already rests in your account. Every blessing, every thank you, every feeling of appreciation creates space for more wealth to enter. Gratitude is not just a practice. It is a lifestyle, and when you live it, abundance cannot stay away. Words carry power. Each time you speak, you send energy into the world, and that energy returns to you multiplied. This is why affirmations are such a powerful tool in shaping your reality. They are not empty phrases, they are seeds. Each time you say, "I bless the $50 million I receive," you plant another seed in the fertile soil of your subconscious. Over time, those seeds grow into the reality you see around you. Affirmations work because they shift your focus. Instead of repeating negative thoughts like, "I never have enough," or "money is hard to get," you declare a new truth. You say, "I am a money magnet. I am financially free. I am aligned with abundance." These words rewire your mind. They create new pathways in your brain that lead you to see wealth differently. You start to expect money. You start to welcome it. You start to recognize the doors that were already open. When you speak affirmations of abundance, you are shaping your identity. You stop identifying with lack and start identifying with prosperity. You begin to feel like someone who naturally attracts wealth. You become comfortable with the thought of having $50 million. Instead of shrinking at the idea, you expand. You feel at home in abundance. Affirmations are also spiritual declarations. They are prayers in action. They call forth the unseen into the seen. Every affirmation is like a signal to the universe. It says, I believe, I trust, I am ready. The more you repeat them, the stronger the signal becomes, and soon that signal begins to attract experiences that match your words. The beauty of affirmations is that they work even when your mind doubts. You may not fully believe them at first, but with repetition, belief grows. Your heart begins to agree. Your life begins to reflect it. This is why consistency is important. Each day you affirm abundance. You move closer to living it. Affirmations of abundance are your daily reminder that you are already wealthy in spirit and that material wealth is on its way. They keep your focus on the truth of abundance, not the illusion of lack. They prepare your mind to bless, to receive, and to expand. Speaking them with conviction turns them into reality. The more you affirm, the more your life aligns with the wealth you bless. Visualization is the bridge between imagination and manifestation. It is the practice of seeing with your inner eyes what you want to hold in your hands. When you visualize, you create a picture so clear that your mind begins to believe it is already real. The subconscious does not know the difference between a vividly imagined event and an actual one. That is why visualization is so powerful. It convinces your inner world first, and your outer world follows. To bless the $50 million, you must also see it. Close your eyes and picture it. Imagine the number glowing in your bank account. Feel the joy that rises in your chest when you look at it. Picture yourself blessing that wealth with gratitude. Smile as you see yourself free, abundant, and at peace. The more you practice this, the more natural it feels. Soon, it becomes as normal as breathing. Visualization adds emotion to your blessing. It takes the words of affirmation and gives them life through feeling. When you see the $50 million, when you touch it in your imagination, when you bless it with a thankful heart, you create energy so powerful that it cannot be denied. You are no longer just saying the words. You are living them in your spirit. Think of visualization as a rehearsal. Just like an actor rehearses a role until it becomes second nature, you rehearse abundance until it feels normal. You rehearse wealth until it feels like home. This is how you prepare yourself for the arrival of the $50 million. You make it familiar. You make it part of your identity. Visualization also erases doubt. Doubt says, I can't imagine it. But when you visualize, you prove to yourself that you can. You create the picture and the feeling, and your mind begins to accept it as truth. That acceptance builds faith. Faith builds attraction. Attraction draws the $50 million closer. This practice is not about daydreaming or wishing. It is about stepping into the energy of already having. Each time you visualize, you shift into alignment with abundance. You create the vibration that matches wealth. You bless the money not just with words, but with images, feelings, and energy. Visualization is living the future now, and when you live it now, it has no choice but to show up in your reality. Every person carries hidden thoughts and feelings about money. Some of them are helpful, while others quietly hold us back. Resistance is the invisible wall that stops abundance from flowing freely. It shows up as doubt, guilt, fear, or unworthiness. You might find yourself thinking, do I really deserve this? What if I lose it? What if others judge me? These thoughts are seeds of resistance, and they block the blessings waiting to arrive. To bless the $50 million, you must let go of resistance. Release the old stories you've been told. that money is bad, that wealth is selfish, that prosperity is only for a few. These beliefs are not truth. They are illusions. Resistance shrinks your energy, but gratitude expands it. Every time you bless the money, you dissolve a layer of resistance. You teach your mind that money is safe, good, and welcome. Think about resistance as a heavy stone in your pocket. You may not notice it at first, but it weighs you down. When you bless money, you drop the stone. You feel lighter, you walk freer. You move with ease toward abundance. The $50 million begins to flow more naturally because there is nothing blocking its way. Letting go of resistance is not about fighting your doubts. It is about replacing them. Each time doubt appears, answer it with gratitude. Each time fear whispers, respond with blessing. Each time guilt rises, replace it with love. This is how you retrain your mind. Over time, the resistance melts away, and only trust remains. The moment you remove resistance, the flow of abundance speeds up. The blessings that seemed far away draw near. You no longer sabotage your own wealth with hidden beliefs. You become a clear channel for money to flow through. Blessing is the tool. Gratitude is the cure. Together, they wash away resistance and open the path for your $50 million to arrive with ease. Consistency is the secret to transformation. Just like water shapes stone over time, daily practice shapes your reality. Blessing money once can feel good, but blessing it every day creates lasting change. Each day you practice, your faith grows stronger, your energy becomes clearer, your alignment deepens. Find a quiet moment in your day to focus. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and breathe deeply. Speak the words, I bless the $50 million I receive. I am grateful, I am ready. Feel the truth of those words as you repeat them. Let gratitude fill your chest. Let joy rise in your heart. Do this practice in the morning to set the tone for your day, or at night to plant seeds of abundance in your subconscious before you sleep. Make it simple. You do not need long hours or complicated rituals. What matters is your sincerity and consistency. Even a few minutes of focused gratitude each day can create great change. Over time, your mind will begin to expect wealth. Your heart will begin to rest in abundance. Your life will begin to reflect prosperity in visible ways. Remember, this is not just about the money arriving. It is about preparing yourself to handle it with wisdom and joy. Each day of practice shapes you into someone who is calm, grateful, and ready for overflow. The $50 million becomes less of a dream and more of a certainty. You no longer ask if, you only affirm when. Daily practice is how you turn blessing into a way of life. The more you bless, the more natural it feels. The more you give thanks, the more blessings appear. Consistency is the bridge between your vision and your reality. Walk across it each day, and you will arrive in the land of abundance. Abundance grows when it is shared. Gratitude multiplies when it is spoken. When you practice blessing money, you are not only changing your life, you are creating ripples that touch others. Sharing your journey inspires those around you. When you say, I bless the $50 million I receive, you remind others that they too can bless the wealth waiting for them. Community energy is powerful. When many hearts focus on gratitude, the vibration rises higher. Imagine hundreds of people blessing money at the same time. That energy fills the air with faith, trust, and abundance. It draws wealth closer, not just for one person, but for everyone who participates. When you talk about your blessings, you give others permission to believe. When you share your gratitude, you strengthen your own. Writing your experiences, speaking them out loud, or joining with others in this practice creates momentum. You are no longer walking alone. You are part of a circle of abundance. Every story of transformation encourages someone else to start. Every word of gratitude lifts someone else's spirit. This is how blessings grow, through connection, through sharing, through community. Together we rise into greater abundance. Together we bless wealth into being. Blessing the $50 million is not just about money. It is about stepping into a new way of living. It is about choosing gratitude as your daily language and abundance as your natural state. When you bless, you align with the flow of the universe. When you give thanks, you open the doors wide for blessings to pour in. Remember this truth: money is energy, and it responds to your energy. Bless it, and it blesses you back. Resist it, and it resists you. Gratitude is the difference. Gratitude is the magnet. Gratitude is the bridge. By blessing the $50 million, you claim it as already yours. You prepare your heart, your mind, and your spirit to welcome it fully. Carry this practice with you. Speak the words daily. Feel the gratitude deeply. Visualize the abundance clearly. Remove resistance gently. Share your journey openly. These simple steps shape the path to wealth and freedom. The $50 million is not far. It is already near. It is waiting for your blessing, your gratitude, and your trust. Say it with conviction. I bless the $50 million I receive. I am grateful. I am ready. Let these words echo in your heart until they become the song of your soul. For in blessing, you become the magnet. In gratitude, you become the receiver. And in faith, you step fully into the life of abundance that was always meant for you.